Well, good morning, and welcome to Paradigm Theories. I'm Kim Anari. Welcome to my new subscribers and followers who are not subscribed but are following me. But yeah, there are wonderful people here that I know and appreciate. Thank you for coming in again. My last video that I did was about P. Diddy, real name Sean John Combs. And I went and did a video because I really didn't know really anything about him, how he started, where he grew up. And I feel like we have a clearer picture of, well, maybe we have a clearer picture of how this all went down and how he got started in the rap business and his other businesses that he has had and has to this day. He's a very complicated man, and if you watch my entire video on him, during the last part of it, I want to say maybe the last 15 minutes of it, I dealt some cards, and one of the last cards was the Queen of Pentacles. And lo and behold, like 2 days ago, on Daily Mail, which is an online magazine, Janice Combs came out, and she is 100% in support of her son. Well, of course she is. Of course she is. She wants to throw in everybody is not or hasn't sinned in their life, of course, has not done anything wrong. But the majority of people, Janice, have not sexually assaulted people and has not been a complete narcissist filming and doing atrocious things to people because of their entitlement. And so I don't understand that she's in support of what happened with Cassie, clearly with a video of him kicking her all in the body, the head and all that. And she's like, yeah, well, you know. I'm like, no. Anyway, so today, guys, let's do some cards on Sean Combs. This is his tarot card reading. And I wish next time, guys, if you want me to ask specific questions on Sean Combs, put it in the comments, okay? And we'll come back. So I want to know how he's feeling at this time, because we're going to do the Celtic Cross, which is 10 cards down. I have a little bit of space here. I'm not sure if I'm liking this camera angle, but I am learning, and I may have to buy some different equipment or something else to so that you can view more of the cards in my spread. This is the Rider-Waite deck. It's been around since, I want to say, maybe the late or early 19th century. The illustration is, and it's not her real name, is Pixie. She was a really interesting gal. Did all the illustrations, and some of these you can actually see her signature on the bottom, or her trademark, which is that little squiggle thing. Can you see that there? This is Sean Combs, aka P. Diddy's tarot card reading. So Sean, what are you feeling at this time? You are incarcerated or at a detention center until you are trying so hard to get out. You've been denied bail twice. I'm sure you're going to try to go in on it again for a third time. Sean Combs is the Jeffrey Epstein of the year, right? And Jeffrey Epstein, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing his last name right. If I'm not, please correct me. Committed suicide at the same correction detention center in Brooklyn. Kind of interesting, huh? But no coincidence. So we're just kind of shuffling and mixing up the cards, and I'm going to cut. We want to know what's going on with him today. And today is October 8th. So let's cut the cards. kind of sliding all over here. And let's start. First card down. And the cards are facing me. This is a reverse card. I have my coffee over here. I'm going to just kind of put it in front. Sorry, guys. I'm still not quite awake. So we have the Four of Swords. And it's reversed. Now, there's many interpretations of cards. My interpretation is my interpretation. And the cards are their own entity, own beingness. I'm just putting the cards down in the Celtic cross, and I'm just interpreting what I see. What I see. These cards have already been saged. So in my mind, he's not getting any rest. And why? Well, cups are emotions. Cups are emotions to me. We got the Two of Cups, which is a great card to get, but it's being blocked by this card. And so if you're being blocked from your emotions and you're trying to stay strong, you're not getting any rest. It makes sense, right, guys? Because he's in the Metropolitan Detention Center right now. He's been denied bail twice, and I'm sure the next time, I think it's sometime this month, he's going to try again. And because of the seriousness, in my mind, of these lawsuits and look, they found a lot of videos. They found so many videos, and he's on them. And that is why he's where he's at right now. You know, he's going to try, that's kind of stupid to me. You're trying to deny that you videotaped a lot of crazy parties and you're trying to get out on bail, dude? Really? It ain't gonna happen. And I think that doesn't take a tarot card reader or anyone to know he can go and try to get bail every time. He's gonna be in that detention center until trial. So we got these two cards. The next card, Knight of Swords. So this is as above. So I'm thinking he's really thinking of trying to get messages out. I don't know if he has any type of computer, if he's available to use some type of computer that they let inmates use. I don't know. But everything is going through his attorneys, guys. So if there's maybe some swiftness in his brain of getting information out, because to me, swords are communication. So I'm thinking that's what he's thinking. It is the top card. What is below? We got the Ten of Wands. So he's carrying a lot of burden, right? Look at this person. He's kind of hunched over. These wands are heavy. There's no emotion here, right? To me, there's no water. And wands are just that. Wands can mean career. Sometimes wands come up for people that are dealing with a lot of things going on in their lives. Of course, just like all the cards will come up, and you're dealing with a lot of messiness going on. And I don't like the Ten of Wands. I've gotten that numerous times from doing it. And sometimes you have to look hard at yourself. And in some tarot card readings, it means that you've been too successful and you need to scale back. Well, he's not scaling back. He's in a detention center by yourself. There's probably other inmates in that area that are across from you, but you're not dealing with them. You're not going to. They're going to make sure, well, they didn't do that with Jeffrey, that you have no access. And I think you're only out in the yard by yourself for an hour, and then you're put back in. So in the next card down, guys, you don't have enough. Well, to me, this is reverse, and it's a major card. Major cards are major. And so we have the Magician. You guys see that? And we're putting this next to these cards. The Magician is reversed. It's a major card. And so in some tarot card readings, in my interpretation of the Magician reversed, I like to get this card if it's upright because it means I have all the tools to do what I need to do. And so I'm thinking, if you don't have enough tools and you're doubting yourself, and he's probably doubting himself because of the fact that, hey, he's in a detention center. And he's probably hesitating about maybe coming out. Remember I said in my last video that he should sing like a bird, and maybe he's hesitating for that. Maybe he should find more of a spiritual side. I don't know. But this is kind of in his past because this is the Celtic cross that we're doing. So I'm going to kind of slide these over, and here's the deck. We're still dealing with this deck. So the next card is the High Priestess. One of the most beautiful, and to me, this card is a really beautiful card. I love the High Priestess. We're still dealing with the lot because it's major cards that are coming through. But this High Priestess is a really interesting card to me that he's getting. And it's reversed. And it's a spiritual card as well. And so he's not listening to his intuition, because if it was upright, you're listening to your intuition. It's a beautiful card. And sometimes it has some sexual overtones to it. And what is he incarcerated for? Sexual assault. So he is spending time, since this is a reverse card, probably in prayer and meditation, trying to quiet yourself down. I don't know if he's able to have a pen or anything like that because they don't want him doing anything. I'm sure you can cut yourself and stick a pin in your neck. So I don't think that's going on. I don't even know if he has a book. He may not be having anything, but I may be wrong. But yeah, so he needs to really tap into his intuitive side. And so if you're having 10 hours or 11 hours or 12 hours where you're sitting in that room, remember I said you're on top of whatever sheet they gave you on a hard-ass mattress. That ain't no comfy mattress. That's not no 1,500 or more thread count sheets. The toilet is right next to you. I hope you are cleaning it. And hygiene wise, I don't know. So he's dealing with a lot. And so the card is reverse. And you got to look for the energy, Sean. You got to look for that flow. And I don't think it's happening right now. So let's keep it going. So we're in the Celtic cross and we're in the action and advice. Now this is interesting because this card is cups. And it's in the category of the action and advice. And there is a little bit of water, but you can see family, right? Family. Look at all the rainbow, rainbow of cups. And in my mind, when the cups are in reverse like it is here, the emotion is falling out. They're all reversed. All those tens of cups, they're all reversed. And so I'm thinking you need to not overlook the fact that you do have family members that are in support of you. Definitely your mother. And I'm sure some of your children who are older. I think some of them are in their 20s and 30s. So you do have the support of them. And of course your mommy, that you have their support. And so if that is what you're thinking, you need to focus on that. The many blessings that you have still. You have still. And I think with people that are in prison for the most atrocious things, that, the memories, because unless they can erase the memories, sometimes you can't, you think about that stuff. And so that's the little bit that he's hanging on to, guys. And I see these cards are kind of they're kind of going in that direction. But I asked the cards, what is his feelings? So we're putting down what his feelings are. Here's another major card reverse. And so the Hierophant. Now, I'm just going to bring up Kanye West. He's a mess too in my mind. I'm sorry. I think he used to have people go over when he was married to Kim. I don't know where it was held. I think it was only for celebrities, and Kanye would have a choir and start preaching or had a minute. I don't really know. But, so if I was doing his cards, this card would be upright. The Hierophant is the Pope, and it means religion and institutions of religion, like going to church or maybe taking classes or just going into some type of institution where you are gaining a more of a higher realm of religion. It means the Pope. And so people that are not religious and are spiritual, like myself, sometimes some of them, not me guys, will go to church or go to a minister or talk to somebody like that, It still is saying it's indicating that others don't really understand where you are coming from. And this, remember, is in the feelings category. And I'm thinking he's going through like sending things to or talking to his attorney, because that's the only, or attorneys with an S, is really the only person that he can get information out to family members and friends. And so I think the ones that he's reaching out to, they're pulling back. I've seen some things where Justin Bieber and maybe some others are pulling back and not really saying anything about P. Diddy. And I was reading online, I don't know if it's true, but the attorney for the Busby firm, the attorney for these 120 people that are suing him, are being paid off because they don't want people to say anything. Isn't that interesting? Of course, money talks. And if you give people enough money and you sign a contract and they're like, don't say anything, I'm going to give you $1 million to don't bring my name up. But I think the names are already going to be said because of these 120 people. So these people are scrambling in the entertainment business, sports, politics. Because P. Diddy, those parties was not for people in the entertainment. It was a lot of people. So yeah, so we're working on, it's not necessary that the nearest and dearest get it or agree with what's going on with you, Sean. But if you can get that out to your attorneys, and if you're wondering if your friends or family, what they're thinking, a lot of them are not understanding. Like, I can't help you. I don't really want to get involved in this. And I'm thinking that's happening a lot. Next card down is the Death card. And it is upright. So we have a lot of major decision. These are major cards in this particular reading of him. It's not really an exciting reading, guys. But it doesn't have to be, because he's been in that detention center for several weeks. And the Death card means transformation or transforming or just transitioning into something else. And it's a lovely card to get, especially if you're resigning from a job, if you're leaving a relationship, if you're going into a new business venture. Death means that in my reading. It just means change. And it is in the hopes and fears category. And you can look up the Celtic Cross and tarot card reading. So we're doing the 10, and this card came up in the hopes and fears. So maybe he's hoping to get out. Or maybe he's hoping for a change, like, I'm never getting out of this. From the detention, I'm going to a federal prison and may never see the day of light. And so I've had 54 years of an interesting life, and I may only have, like, I don't know how long you have left, Sean, But the change is you may have to prepare yourself for never getting out of this situation. So yeah. Last card, guys. Here's major cards. Major cards. Wow. Whoa, 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 whoa. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. So we have the Chariot. I love the Chariot. But it's reversed, man. It's reversed. So obviously it means movement. If it was this way, it means that you're in control. Maybe you see yourself as this person holding the reins of these lions. And we see the wings. We see all these different symbols. But it's reversed. And sometimes you have to, and I tell people in romance readings, just because you see a great card at the end doesn't mean that you're going to get here. So this card is about movement. It can be for him from one physical place to another. So I'm thinking he may be moved out eventually. I don't see him getting out, guys. I think that he's going to not get out. And some people that are, and we've seen this hundreds of times, that are in prison do commit suicide. Eventually, they do that. And I'm not saying that he's going to do that, but I think what the cards are saying, that he's just preparing himself to never getting out of the situation he's at. The reverse Chariot, he's taken a hard look at himself. He's been contemplating like what led up to all of this messiness, and he knows, and other people know. You push too far too fast. Spiritually, maybe he's got a Bible. Maybe he's looking within himself, you know. So yeah, so this is the reading. Not a really kind of wow type of reading in my brain. But yeah, so this is Sean Combs. He's been in that detention center for a few weeks, and maybe he has calmed himself down. And Janice, his mom, is in support. Janice, I think, is 84 years of age, and she has led a very good life for 84 years. Her son is really taking care of her, and she does not look her age. So if you look at her recent pictures, of course she's had, lots of, who knows, fillers and all this other stuff. She does not look 84. She looks absolutely amazing from the pictures that I've seen. So, yeah, guys, so that's the cards. I'm going to be coming back live and kind of not talking about Sean Combs. But so there you go. If there's anything you want to leave in the comments, please do. I will have the comments open. If there's some other answers or something else, but I think we should kind of leave the cards alone and let's see what happens when he does go back. I'm thinking he's going to try a third time to bail himself out. All right, guys, much love. Stay good to yourself and others. Treat people with respect, and have a great rest of your day. And thank you. Bye now.